Hey everybody, long time no see. It's Fred McKinnon. I'm going to do a worship confessional today. It's Sunday, June the 8th. This is what I call a worship confessional bedhead edition. Just got up from an awesome nap. I mean, like an awesome nap. So, worship confessional. I haven't done a worship confessional video in a while, and so just to recap real quick, what is a worship confessional? Worship confessional is something that I learned about, I guess a year or so ago over at Carlos's blog, ragamuffinsoul.com, where he would make a quick video to recap what happened in his church service, specifically about the worship. And it's called a confessional because you're confessing, what happened, not just the great stuff, but even if bad stuff happened, things didn't go your way. A confession is when you pour yourself out, when you admit to things. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. So this is my confessional. I'm confessing what happened, here this morning at our church. And it was a great morning. It was a light morning on music. Pastor David was teaching on giving. It's better to give than receive as part of our Upside Down Kingdom series, and needed a bit more time this morning. Usually we have anywhere from 5 to 6 songs, but we only did 4 songs this morning. And but it was great. It was a great message. But so we opened up. Our walk-in song was "Mighty to Save." Typically during our walk-in song, we have announcements playing on a video loop, and so the words aren't displayed. And sometimes people sing along if they know the song. A lot of times they're just talking or just kind of sitting there watching us play, and they're watching the announcement loops. Because we had a shorter song list today, and because I think that song "Mighty to Save" is just a rocking song by Hillsong, I decided to bring those lyrics in about halfway through the song, around maybe the second verse. So about halfway into it, I invited the people to stand and join us. So we sang "Mighty to Save," and then kicked it off with a big welcome, welcome everybody, and we went into our first song, which was "Amazing Grace, My Chains Are Gone." Not the slower, sappy, sweet version that Chris Tomlin did originally, although that's a great arrangement, but we did the arrangement. I had it on my blog at fredmckinnon.com a while back. You could probably search and still find it, and I'll link to it in the notes on today's confessional. But it was done at the open of the Hillsong Conference last summer. It's a big, huge arrangement, and a lot of fun. Brent Barbie sang the lead on that. He can sing way up there high. He's a great tenor, and he just nailed it. I love that song. I love that arrangement. I'm kind of getting tired of that arrangement quick because the way it works on the verse, you sing very high, it's very high. And so when everybody else comes in on the "My Chains Are Gone" part, the melody is way lower than the singer's doing on the verse. So typically when you hit a chorus like that, you want to see a rise. You want to feel it, go up. And it doesn't go up. It kind of goes down, and you really have to thicken up the vocal arranging and sing strong and big and thick to try to keep the same energy in the song when you hit "My Chains Are Gone," or it'll kind of lilt a little bit, which, is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just driving. It's so big during those verses, and then you come in on "My Chains Are Gone," and it should even lift you higher, but it doesn't necessarily do that because of the voicing, the way it works. So that's a good songwriting, arranging, producing tip for all you worship leaders out there and your writers. Think about the vocal range as you move into that chorus. You want to feel a lift into that chorus vocally. And on this particular arrangement, as cool as it was, it doesn't really happen. It's really hard to combat feeling like the song loses something when you hit "My Chains Are Gone." So anyway, the song's still great, and our people love that. So we did that. And then we went into the older "Everything That Has Breath," and it was great. That song's just one of those classic songs that you can sing. It's very easy to sing. Well, it's quick. The words are very fast, but the chorus is very repetitive and very easy. And then that was it. Typically we were going to sing "Enough," and we didn't get to that this morning because we needed to give Pastor David a little more time to speak. But our closer was "Center." Kim Dixon played again today. She played acoustic on that song and played "Center," sang "Center," and it was beautiful. Beautiful. It's one of our church's favorite songs. Some interesting things happened today. In the second service, or no, it was in the first service actually. In the first service, during the walk-in, "Mighty to Save," I noticed that it didn't quite sound like it should, and I was missing my tenor part, and I talked about Brent earlier, and he wasn't on the stage. He wasn't singing, and I'm thinking he's back in the green room chowing down on some breakfast. So I'm a little frustrated up there. Where's my singer? And he's not there. And then I see him, and he's searching frantically all over the stage. Come to find out, I don't know what's going on, and I know that he's supposed to be singing the next song. So I just keep repeating the walk-in, and Mighty to Save. I repeat, and I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going to happen? Finally, I hear in my ears, one of the producers talks back to my in-ears and says, Brent can't find his microphone. So what had happened is we finished our sound check and rehearsal, and he'd set his microphone down, and Kim had come back up to start the service and grabbed his microphone and was using it, and of course he had no idea where his mic was. Kim had gotten it, and she had put hers somewhere else. So finally he found Kim's mic and grabbed it, and we heard the producers in between songs saying, switch mics, switch mics. So that was a little crazy, but he at least found a microphone before we did Amazing Grace, My Chains Are Gone, so felt a little bit better about that, and that definitely didn't happen in the 11 o'clock service. Brent was walking around between services with his microphone stuffed down in his pocket. So it's one of those Sundays where it could have been, something crazy. I would have had to make a last-second change on the fly and try to figure out what to do. But it was a great service. David preached a great message. You can hear the sermon on our podcast at sscommunitychurch.com. And we went to Shane's Rib Shack and chowed down on some big lunch, and I came home and crashed and slept, and it felt great to get a good hard nap this afternoon. And so now I'm up and just kind of being lazy here at the house. Going to wrap up this beautiful Sunday on a summer. Hope everybody else is doing good. I look forward to your comments on this post. I want to hear what happened in your church and what you as a worship leader did yourself. Thanks a lot, and God bless you.